My name's Albert Castillo. I was born in Cucamonga in San Bernardino County. I lived there till I was 5 years old. Moved to Santana in '65. And it was difficult there, growing up there, a lot of racism and stuff going on. They used to laugh at me, and I used to eat my burritos and stuff. I used to make burritos. They had the square sandwiches, I used to laugh at that, but it was embarrassing because I would have to kind of hide and eat my burritos because nobody ate burritos at that time, or tacos. My mother, who used to be afraid to walk the streets in Santana, afraid that the migra was going to pick her up. She would have one of us walk with her at all times when she would walk to the stores and stuff. In case she did get picked up, knowing that we were citizens born here, that they could at least tell where she's at. She got picked up. But that was part of us growing up here in Santana, in California. There's the story of a lot of people and stuff. Most of my family worked in the farms, in the fields, picking tomate, picking string beans, and so on. I did it when I was a young man. My whole family just about did it. Things started changing. Things started happening with more Latinos coming in. And through political process, we started changing things. And that's where the word Chicano started using the word Chicano, which is more of a militant type of word, saying that, we're more activists and stuff. Our group is called Chicanos Unidos. We're an activist group, and we deal with issues, with migration issues, from 187, 209, and all those other racist propositions that were here in California, started here from Pete Wilson. We fought all those battles then through protest, through voting, and so on. We had a campaign in Santana where, because you were undocumented, you couldn't have a license. So what they were putting in DUI checkpoints, and basically was to tow away cars. So that if you didn't have a license, they would tow away your car, and it would cost you. They would tow away for 30 days. It would cost about $2,000 to get your car out of there. So most people couldn't get their cars out of there. So we had protests and marches. We jammed up the city council meetings and stuff, and so finally we were able to. Well, what helped us a lot was a priest who got stopped one time, and they took away his car. They took away the car, and he was saying, "Well, I'm a priest and stuff," and they didn't care. They made him walk. So when the city council, we put the video on that. We put it on the city council meeting there, and they saw that the priest was pretty upset what happened. That helped us out a lot too, because the priest. But anyway, we stopped that where they have to have so many minutes to be able to call somebody to come pick up your car, and they can drive it away. So that made a big difference from towing away the cars and stuff. So that was one campaign out of a lot of campaigns that we have done. Well, my pride is my indigenous blood. As I mentioned earlier, because you don't speak Spanish that good, but Spanish ain't from Mexico. Spanish is from Spain. And English comes from England, so none of that's our language, it's because we don't speak it that good, it doesn't matter, you get called pocho, whatever else it is, it's kind of terms and stuff like that, but we're all the same people. Like I said, half of my family was born in Mexico, other half are here, we don't fight among each other because of that, but the ugliest thing used to happen was, growing up mostly as a kid, seeing more racism then than now, and a lot of it was the police. We were just talking about that yesterday, getting beaten up a lot by the police because my pride would never, stop. I mean, they'll hit me and I'll stand right back up again. The police would beat me up, I'll stand right up again. They'll call me wetbacks or whatever. And that made me who I am, because they never could break me, So I think that was one of the worst things, a lot of scars from growing up as a young man. And how many people die? Is it, see the maps,
dehydration.
Thousands of people that die across there. Those are the stories that affect that. That's, if you don't have no heart, I mean, if you can't see that, you have no heart if you have no feelings for that, because it's a lot of, you imagine that people cross through there and don't make it over here, and just for a better life, and we don't appreciate that, we don't appreciate when the kids that are growing up don't see that. They don't understand it. They think that this has always been, that America has always made it good for us, They don't see all this, and there's a whole history behind it, because they don't teach us that in our schools. They don't teach us that, They teach us that we're aliens from another place, and it's not true. We're here, we're proud, and we should not be any less than any other human. We're all the same.
Yeah. Good. Heck yeah.
All right.
Come on, man.